Hello everyone, welcome to part 9 of Let's Play Mega Man Xtreme. Last time we took on Armored Armadillo, kicked his butt, and cleaned out his stage 4 goodies. This time we're going to head on to Morph Moth and his awesome junkyard thing. Alright, let's get started here. These little guys, you can just shoot their shields or go through them with Storm Tornado. I'm too lazy to switch weapons, so yeah. And just hop up here real quick, get a free guy and a heart tank, a profitable trip. There's a secret area here that I cannot access at the moment, so we need to continue on, and I'll come back later. Now these guys that are tethered up to the ceiling, if you shoot them in the head, you'll kill them. If you shoot the chain that's tethering them to the ceiling, they will drop down and act like a normal enemy, come at you, shoot at you, stuff like that. And if you just shoot the body explodes and the head will still stay chained up and it'll still shoot at you. Now this mini-boss, if you just try using your Mega Buster, could be upwards of a 5-minute fight in itself if your aim is poor. And if you don't know what the little creature that comes out of this thing is weak against. But since I'm here, of course you're going to know what it's weak against. I just need it to turn around so I can shoot at it properly. Alright, equip the flame burner and just pour shots into him. And he's dead. That would take several rounds from the X-Buster. Probably so much that that thing would burrow into the ground and get back into its armor at least probably 3 times before you're able to kill him. Alright, that's okay. That's a quick way down. Okay, that didn't work the way I planned. I hate these guys. These are my most hated enemies in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I pretty much just try to get through them. They take a couple shots to hit. Their movement pattern is very erratic. I don't like hanging around for them. I just like to move on as quickly as I possibly can. And if they attach on you like that, you lose control of X and you'll start hopping around and shooting and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So I just want to get to this ladder. Get to this ladder! Get to this ladder! There's 20 of them on me! Get off! Little bastards! Anyway, yeah, those things are a pain. And guess what? Guess what? It's another one of these. Alright, I'm probably not going to have enough flame burner to do this again, so we're going to go on to Plan B. Once the little thingy pops out, at least. Come on, face me! Alright, we're going to use the rest of our speed burner here, and immediately switch to Storm Tornado. And that'll be enough to do it. And, just like that, we are at the end. Just stand back from this guy so the cannonball explosions don't hit you. Good times. Morph Moth's weakness is Rolling Shield. We'll see how we can do with the X-Buster. This is actually one of my favorite fights. It can be a pain, but it's definitely one of the more interesting battles. Now he'll make this junk spin around either clockwise or counterclockwise. You just need to do your best to jump around him and dodge it, which I'm clearly not. In the SNES version, you had a lot more time to be able to predict what direction the trash was going to spin out from. Not so much this time. Now, Morph Moth himself has a few attacks. In the SNES version, he just shot a big beam at you. In this one, it's kind of like a bubbly beam that's multi-segmented, so it can kind of move with you and follow you a little bit. But it's not a big deal. And we got Silk Shot. Very handy weapon when you charge it up, as it can attract items and restorative goodies. And just because I feel like it, today we're going to do an extra long episode and go right after Magna Centipede. Okay, a couple fun things about this stage. It's basically, well, it was the X Hunter's base in X2, but it's basically like a security facility. At least that's how I think of it, since there's so much security devices floating around here. Now this part, yeah, I mean, if you want to be nice and careful, go ahead, but sometimes it's just easier just to trip the thing and trip the little lights and just keep going. Charge up flame burner here, head up. I said head up. Get ourselves a heart tank. Switch back. Now this next part, don't rush through this next part, at least not if you don't want to lose a life or two. So, like I did, I almost just let that thing crush me. In this section, these first two, just wait for all the blocks to fall until you get a purple block. Oh, yep, no, you can't trick me. Oh, that one got me, though. Gots to be careful in this stage. No question about that. This stage will definitely punish you if you're not paying attention. Heck, it'll punish you even if you are paying attention. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The location of this item is different in the Super Nintendo version. Just use a flame burner to get up there again, and we pick up our final sub-tank of the game. Is this the boss already? No, not so much. Mini-boss time. Super Nintendo version, there was a vector graphics sword that was the first mini-boss, but obviously the Game Boy Color couldn't handle something like vector graphics, so instead we get to fight this thing. This thing's pattern is pretty simple. It'll shoot a ball low. It can randomly do low and high, but this first form, it tends to shoot either low, 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 or high, high, high. Just dropping through that shaft, not a big deal. Now, you don't want to get caught by that. Oh, I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference. But the more you get, basically, the more you get spotted by that thing, the harder, and I used harder very loosely, the next mid-boss is going to be. And now we have Zero Scramble Final. We'll destroy almost any enemy, apparently. Blah, 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 blah. For a dead man, you talk a lot, Dr. Light. Alright, let's continue on to the next mini-boss. I can show you what happens when you get scanned there. Alright, see how that square keeps coming up and scanning him? It's basically feeding my data into him, which is increasing his combat abilities, basically. What do I want to try using on him? Maybe I should try that Zero program. Zero program 4. Wow, that does use up a lot of energy. Now I don't know if Zero did a bunch of damage or if he's just really weak to Rolling Shield. Oh well. Another fun hallway with collapsing platforms and these blocks. Thankfully not really much of an opportunity for them to crush you this time. Alright, Silk Shot is going to make the fight with Magna Centipede a lot easier, as we're about to see. See that big tail? He can use it to grab you and really hurt you, but Silk Shot? Oh, his tail's gone. Okay, Well, it'd be helpful if the Mega Man shot when I hit the shoot button. All right. After taking out his tail, Magna Centipede spends most of his time teleporting. Silk Shot's also nice in that as it explodes and goes into 4 directions, if you miss with the initial shot, there's always the possibility to hit him on the rebound. And we got the lovely magnet mines this time. Any more cutscene? No cutscene? Alright, save it up. Alright, that's going to do it for part 9. In part 10, we're going to go after the 8th and final Maverick. And we're also going to do some cleanup in Morph Moth stage. Go back and get the item I missed after we take on Wheelgator. So I'll see you in part 10. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later.